Welcome to your weekly wellness dose, The Wellness Factor. I'm your host, Dr. Noelle, and today we are discussing joy. And should we be in the pursuit of happiness or joy? Now, happiness, in my opinion, is an emotion. It is fleeting, temporary, impacted by external factors that we have no control over. But joy is a state of being, a spiritual experience that is limitless and infinite and always available to us if we choose it. Joy happens when we allow our co-creators to do their work. When we allow for God, Goddess, universe, or whomever you call on for protection and guidance to show up, to do whatever needs to be done to move on, through, over, and around, and get to the other side of things that may have us feeling stuck. And being joyful actually has an impact on our longevity. Many studies over the last several decades have shown a positive relationship between one's state of happiness and joy and how long they live, and that one's perception of happiness or joy is often independent of socioeconomics, education, income, and marital status. In fact, in a 2019 observational study in the Proceedings of the National Academy of Sciences, they found that people who had higher levels of optimism lived longer. They had a greater chance of living past the age of 85. This was looking at data from two large population studies, the Nurses' Health Study, which included over 70,000 female participants, and the Veteran Affairs Normative Aging Study, which included about 1,400 men. So how do we tap into joy every day? Well, here's my wellness prescription. 5 steps to joy. Number 1, outlook. As I've mentioned, and the data shows, optimism yields longevity. Be mindful of your thoughts. You change your mind, change your situation. Optimism has impact not just in the way that we feel, but how long we live. Individuals who tend to see the glass half full as opposed to half empty tend to live longer and are able to handle adversity a bit better. When we allow for hope and believe that things will get better, situations tend to work out in our favor. Number 2, gratitude. Actively set time aside to think about what is going right in your life. What are you blessed with? Focusing and being grateful for what you do have as opposed to what you don't. Number 3, reflection. Set a time to reflect on your wins for the day. What did go right? Were you able to accomplish and move forward with? And perhaps journal it. Document your wins so you can look back and really see how far you've come. Number 4, pour into your relationships. Relationships that are healthy need to be fed. Focus on watering the flowers and not the weeds. Those relationships that feed you in your life also need to be fed, and whether it be marriage or your children, parents, siblings, friends, spend time fostering those relationships because it is also our community, our tribe that sustains us and has impact on our joy factor and ultimately our longevity factor. Number 5, smile. Even when things may not be where you want them, smile. The act of smiling actually has a positive impact on our mood and how we feel. It can trick the brain into placing us into a Zen state, even if things aren't necessarily Zen around us. When we smile, the happy chemicals in the brain are released, serotonin, dopamine, and the stress hormones, cortisol, adrenaline, are decreased, giving us the feeling of joy, being at ease, even if there are no external factors triggering it. So now, it is time for our mantra of the day. Close your eyes. Allow your belly to be soft. As you inhale, the belly rises. As you exhale, the belly falls. I am joy. I am pure joy. Present. In the present moment, because the present is where my power lies. Immune to criticism and flattery. Open to allowing for God, Goddess, universe to show up and do their work. I am joyful. I am pure joy. Now you can continue with that breath, continue with that focus, or perhaps you've had enough for today. I thank you for taking this journey, this wellness journey with me. As we have come to the last episode for now, I hope that you have learned some things, that perhaps you have been enlightened or inspired. I look forward to us spending time together again. Until the next episode. Namaste.